Hey, I am super duper excited about being able to share with you guys something that is maybe on the other side of success, more about failures. Okay, so one of the things that I've always loved hearing are all the challenges that people go through in their business life, and whether they're going for something in sports or whatever else when they're facing their toughest challenges and so on. So that's why I decided that I wanted to share with you guys my top 12 mistakes, bloopers, idiotic moves that I've made throughout my network marketing journey. And I will do a video for each one. And today I just wanted to introduce the concept and also share with you the first idiotic move that I made, right? So I want you guys just to imagine, as I got started in this, I was a fairly cocky athlete that got into this. I was in the banking world and so on. However, I at the same time I was still fairly introverted, and also I just had no clue whatsoever what I was getting myself into. Right. So the first thing that I was told to do was to set some goals. And I got started the business and I started working with it a little bit. And here very soon I'll share with you guys a little bit of some of the goals that I wrote down after just like a week or two into my business, which are quite interesting. But before that, just imagine this guy who's come in and he just believes that he can just accomplish anything in the world, and whatever I've kind of touched, I've been good at. And suddenly I face something that I have no clue about, no clue whatsoever. But anyway, I sit down and I write these goals, and I just want to share these goals right here with you. So let's bring these ones on the screen here. And as you can see from these goals, there were some pretty high goals. There's some pretty big goals, right? But one of the things that I was told was that you've got to set these huge goals. Like the big danger is actually in setting goals that are too small. So I just set these massive goals, but I had no clue what they meant, because like a lot of these don't even correlate with each other, right? So if we take a look at this, um, the now that I've been in the business for over a decade, it's just really fun to go back and look at these goals, because they don't actually even correlate with each other. Like if I wanted to make that kind of money, there's no way I could just kind of contact three people a day in my first year. This is I'm talking about, this is like after 9 months of being in the business, that I needed to get to these goals, right? Um, and I would only be doing 3 presentations a week to get to this goal, right? And as we know, those of us that have been in the business a bit longer, is that we probably need to present this business about 3 times a day or 3 times an hour to even get close to these kind of get to those kind of income goals, unless we already have that massive following, right? But that takes time to build up. So you've actually kind of been working on the business, but not really in the business for a while, right? So but if you take a look at this, another thing that's quite funny is that I have one sign up per month. Usually, is if you talk to 10 people every month, you get one sign up per month. So I thought that I could just sign up one person a month, and after 9 months, be making this kind of money. So I just thought that was really crazy. So what can we really learn from this? Well, first of all, that cocky little athletes having no clue whatsoever, they just are living in this delusional world. Okay, and so, but I'm sure you guys already knew that I'm a bit delusional. I live in my own little fantasy world. But hey, what's to say that's not a fun little bubble to be in, right? But on a serious note, what I actually took away from this more than anything was that I fell flat on my face, and I lost a lot of confidence for not being able to even get close to these goals. Okay, and I always believe that it's better to set a bunch of smaller goals that you can kind of achieve. Yes, have that big fat goal that you really want to achieve. Like always have that, and but then come up with smaller goals that you will be able to achieve. One of the great stories is one of my mentors is that when they got started, they wanted to buy a cordless phone. Okay, you can imagine this is like centuries ago, right? Cordless phones, like what even is a cordless phone today, right? I mean, like we just have like all of us have like our smartphones, right? Our iPhones or whatever else. A cordless phone is actually something that's attached to a wall, but you actually then have the receiver, and you can actually walk away from that. For those of you that are too young to even know what that is, right? But that was their first goal, is to buy one of those phones, and I think that's an awesome goal. Now this person ended up going on to make millions, and they're still making a lot of money today in the business. But what I love with that goal is that it is something that's really achievable, something small, and something that's like kind of gets you going. Like like, hey, I still want to get that goal. I want to make enough money to get this little thing first. And that's what I think everybody should start out in the very beginning, is to have maybe one big goal that's really big and that probably scares you a bit, and then have maybe four smaller goals. And as you could see maybe on my previous goals, is like those goals were all pretty much too big for someone like me coming in with no experience whatsoever. I was living on the other side of the world than any of my uplines, and so I just had no idea whatsoever, right? And we didn't have that kind of connectivity that we have today to be able to really work worldwide, which is so amazing today that we have that ability to be able to work with people all across the world really easily, with sharing lots of communication and being able to work together and so on, right? But but also another thing with all of this is this: go out and share your goals. So like when you set those four smaller goals that are really very achievable, maybe like make your first sale or get your first three clients or something like this. Like have something that's really really tangible and really kind of, hey, you can achieve that. You can get excited about that, and then of course have your bigger goals and so on, as well. But get that one big goal, get the four smaller goals, and share those with all the people that introduced you to the business, all the people that have a financial interest in you, your uplines, and also, if there's other people you want to share that with, that's fabulous. The more people you usually share a goal with, the more accountable you are. So that's one thing right there. And for many of us, we definitely underestimate what we can do like over a long period of time, and we overestimate what we can do in a short period of time. So make maybe your 1 year or like 6 month 1 year goals, three month goals, make them a lot smaller, and then maybe make your 5 or 10 year goals way bigger than what they are today, because usually we can really get this kind of exponential growth curve going. And if we just take positive actions every single day, anything can happen over time, right? So first blooper is don't set these crazy goals like I did. I lost a lot of confidence over it. I didn't feel good about myself. I really felt like a massive failure. I was just a failure. Okay, that's it. Like I was, and for a long time, I felt like a failure for about 2.5 years into my business, because I just wasn't even getting close to any of my big goals, and and that's not fun either, right? And then you kind of get in this vicious cycle where it's really really tough to get yourself out of it. But if I would have set just some smaller little things that are more achievable and been able to check things off, I love checking things off. I love making a list every day of maybe like my top four things that I want to achieve that day, top five things, and I love just kind of crossing it out, finished, finished, finished. It just feels really really good. So have fun with that, and I will see you for blooper number two, where we'll have more fun making fun of my mistakes. So if you go out and make the same mistakes as me, you're going to learn a lot more. Okay, so I recommend go out and make these mistakes. But if you're a little bit smarter than that, just learn from these mistakes, take some of my advice here, and go out there and have fun while maybe having these little bit of shortcuts, so you don't have to take forever to achieve all the things you want to achieve. You can get there a little bit faster. All right, everyone. See you next time.